In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 50 tips and tricks that every single person who plays The Forge needs to know. These tips range from common sense all the way to tips that nobody knows. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end and let me know if you guys knew any of these tips in the comments down below. As always, like and subscribe to be in the OG 400k, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get straight into this. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to get out of Island 1. This is I just want to get this out of the way before we even hop into this video. Island 1 is horrible if you guys actually want to progress in this game. I made this mistake myself. I stuck around in Island 1 for way too long. And guys, the real money is in Island 2. You want to head to Island 2 as soon as you hit level 10 and have 10,000 cash. You just want to make your way here, buy yourself a cobalt pickaxe and head to the mines because yeah, it's honestly the best way to progress in this game. So don't make the mistake I made and actually get to Island 2 as quickly as possible. Tip number 2 for you guys is going to be the cannon. I mean, once again, common sense, just go ahead and use it. It teleports you all the way to the top here. Don't run like I did. Again, this is a mistake I made and I'm just trying to prevent you guys from making the same mistake. But obviously, those are all common sense tips. I think most of you already know this, so let's go ahead and move on to the next tip. And this tip is actually not well known by many players, even people who have played this game for a very long time. So as you guys know, currently inside of the game, we have a lot of races. And the best races are considered to be these races right here, the Angel and Demon race. And these are considered to be S tier races. But I'll also put the Dwarf race inside of S tier because honestly guys, this race is so good. And it's a 7% chance to get. So honestly, anyone can get it. As you guys can see, the Dwarf has a few downsides, such as making you 5% slower. It also makes you really short, which I mean, come on, that's not really an issue. But this thing has two abilities. The first one being 15% mining damage and 5% better forge. Not only that, but you also get critical mining, 20% chance to deal 50% damage to rocks. This is incredibly helpful. So if you guys are a new player and you did not manage to get Demon or Angel, get the Dwarf race. It is extremely good. And yeah, honestly, an S tier race, in my opinion, it is extremely good. Moving on, once you guys actually make your way over to island number 2, you are probably not gonna have a lot of money. So a quick tip for you guys to make a really huge amount of money in a very short amount of time is to go right here to spawn, and you want to go ahead and swim over to this particular island right over here. And on this island, guys, you are gonna see a NPC called the Monkey NPC, and when you go ahead and speak to this guy, he is gonna ask you guys to get him 30 bananas. Now you might be wondering, where the hell am I supposed to get bananas from? Well, you might have noticed that this game actually has a ore called the Bananite. This can be found on Island 1, so let's go ahead and make our way back to Island 1 right now. And at this point, you should have a decent enough pickaxe anyways. Even the cobalt pickaxe is honestly good enough once you guys are back on Island 1. And simply, guys, what you want to do is go inside the cave and get yourself a bunch of Bananite. You can find Bananite right here, not inside these pebbles, so stay away from these pebbles, but inside of these rocks. So yeah, once you guys go ahead and mine enough of these, it's actually pretty common to get these Bananites. There you go, I just got one instantly, bro. So yeah, these are really easy to get. You're gonna need 30 of them. Once you guys have 30 of them, head back to Island 2. And over on Island 2, you want to go back to that island and give the monkey his bananas, and he is gonna award you guys with 20,000 coins. It is such an easy quest, and that is gonna be the easiest 20,000 you'd ever make inside of this game. And obviously, that's gonna set you guys up for more pickaxes, so go ahead and upgrade your pickaxes, and that's actually gonna be my next tip. Early on, guys, do not bother with weapons, do not bother with armor, do not bother with anything else like potions. Just spend your money on pickaxes. You want to try and upgrade your pickaxe to the best pickaxe as quickly as possible. And this is because your pickaxe is going to help you guys make so much more money so much more quickly. It might be common sense for some of y'all, but I honestly struggled with this, and yeah, as you guys can see, I spent a lot of time getting armor and weapons and whatnot. But to each their own. If you guys just want to play the game normally, go for it. But if you guys want to actually speedrun this game, pickaxes. Upgrade your pickaxes always. Speaking of pickaxes, the best pickaxe in the game is actually kind of controversial. If you go on to the official The Forge wiki, as you guys can see in the pickaxes section, the best pickaxe right now is mentioned to be the demonic pickaxe, the magma pickaxe, and the lightite pickaxe and whatnot. But guys, these are not even close to the best pickaxe. Sure, they do a lot of mining power damage or whatnot, but according to many, the best pickaxe in the game is actually the arcane pickaxe, because it has 3 rune slots. And this is obviously really helpful. To get the arcane pickaxe, you need to go ahead and make your way back to Island 1. Once you guys are on Island 1, you want to go ahead and talk to our good friend Bard right over here. He is going to give you guys a quest to get his lost guitar back. So to get his lost guitar, you want to go back inside the cave right here. And then you want to go ahead and take a left right over here. And you want to kind of go through these bushes in particular. And this is going to take you guys to the secret cave. And inside the secret cave, the guitar is going to be placed somewhere right over there. So get Bard's guitar and give it back to him. So once you guys go ahead and give him back his guitar, he is going to award you guys with a key. Now you want to take that key, head back over to the cave. Once you guys are inside the cave, you want to head right. And yeah, you want to keep on heading right until you see this section of the cave where you want to take another right. And this is going to take you guys to this secret room right here. Now there is going to be a door right here, a metal gate actually. And you simply want to just go ahead, go to the padlock and press E on the padlock with the key. And that is going to open up the gate. Once the gate is open, as you guys can see right in here, you will be able to get yourself the arcane pickaxe, which by many is considered to be the best pickaxe in the entire game. Okay, moving on. Next up, we have a little bit of a secret. I wouldn't really call this a tip or a trick, but I guess it is a secret, and you actually do need this secret for a tip that I'm about to show you guys. But simply go over to this part of the map, and this is on Island 1, by the way, that spawn, and you just want to come right here, and you want to go ahead and jump into this house right inside of this triangle. So go ahead and jump inside of that triangle. In my personal experience, I've used the dwarf class, and it honestly makes this so much easier, as you guys just saw there. And this is going to take you guys inside of the secret room. You want to go down this ladder, and right down here you're going to see a bunch of lucky blocks. Now once you guys go ahead and mine these, which by the way they have a lot of HP, you are going to be awarded with a ore called the Fishilium ore. Now this has no multiplier. If you try and sell it, it sells for absolutely nothing. So some might say this is a useless ore, and yeah, it is supposed to be a useless secret Easter egg ore. But if you go ahead and forge this ore into a dagger or whatever you want, just make sure it is only Fishilium in the forge. So go ahead and forge this, and once you guys go ahead and forge this into a sword or something, or a dagger like I said, you want to take that dagger and you want to go to the enhancing section right here. And once you guys go to the enhancing section, you simply want to go ahead and enhance that dagger that you just made. And as you guys can see, to enhance this, it does not require you to have any essence, and the best part is, to enhance it, it only costs $2. Now why is this useful? Well, this is useful because if you go back into your inventory, then go over to achievements, as you guys can see, there is an achievement called Upgrade Master. And if you go ahead and upgrade an item 1,000 times, which is going to take a long time, you are going to get a plus 35% critical chance boost. Once again, how useful is this stuff? I'm not sure, but this is a bug and it is most likely going to get patched soon. So there is literally no downsides to just, you know, doing this bug. And it took me like 30 minutes to get 1,000 upgrades using the dagger method. I just set up a macro and it kept on just upgrading the dagger over and over again. I don't think I showed you guys how that works. So yeah, I just kept on doing this, guys, literally over and over again. And this just gave me infinite freaking upgrades. And yeah, you can just keep doing this 1,000 times. Once again, set up a macro or you are going to break your mouse. And yeah, you're going to upgrade that stat completely. Moving on though, let's go ahead and talk about the next little secret that we have, which is free rerolls. Now everybody loves rerolls. Now this isn't really much of a secret, but everyone knows codes at this point. If you guys go ahead and join the official The Forge Discord server, as you guys can see, they have a section for codes that is updated like instantly as a new code comes out. So go ahead, join the Discord server, get all your codes right there. Keep in mind that these codes expire extremely quick, but that is not the tip or the trick, don't worry. If we make our way back over to Island 2, apparently there is 2 NPCs in the game that give you guys 5 race rerolls for completely free. Now I'm not fully sure about this one, so please let me know in the comments down below if anyone has completed these NPCs questline. I mean, completed the whole thing. Did you guys get 5 race rerolls for free? Please let me know in the comments down below. But rumors are that if you guys go ahead and complete Captain Rowan's entire questline, I mean all of them, you are gonna get yourself 5 race rerolls for free. And the same thing goes for Master, or sorry, Sensei Moro right here at the Forge. You are gonna get 5 race rerolls for completely free. So make sure you guys go ahead and do both of these quests. They are extremely difficult to do, so just an FYI. They're gonna take you a very long time to do, but yeah, at the end, apparently they give you 5 race rerolls for free. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to something that a lot of people will probably never do inside of this game, which is buying game passes. But if you are one of those, that 1% of player base that is going to be buying game passes, please don't just buy any game pass. If you are on a very limited budget, I mean 200 Robux, 300 Robux strictly, then I recommend going with something like Fast Forge, which is going to cost you guys like 150 Robux. It's honestly the only game pass I'd recommend in this game, unless you really want Forge Anywhere or Sell Anywhere. This is honestly a personal preference. Same goes for double storage. If you really just want double storage, go ahead and buy this game pass. Better Forge is also a pretty good game pass. It increases the quality of whatever you make, which means that you're going to be making higher quality stuff, which sells for more, has more damage and whatnot. And honestly, the supporter game pass is kind of useless if you guys have already almost completed the game. The supporter game pass gives you guys a plus 10% luck or something and something else. So unless you are a new player, I do not recommend buying this. Maybe you can. Yeah, I mean, it gives you a permanent luck boost, so I guess you could get it, but completely up to preference. But the only game pass I'd recommend is Fast Forge. This thing will make your life so much easier. Okay, moving on, since we are on the topic of forging, what is the best method to make money in the game without, of course, doing PvE and, of course, having access to the rarest parts of the map? How do you make money as a mid-game player is what I'm trying to say. Well, the best way to make money as a mid-game player or even just a new player is to go to the forging section, and you want to go ahead and forge a bunch of great axes. Great axes are honestly so goated for making money early on. They give you guys a lot of money, and yeah, they are pretty easy to make too. I mean, you don't need that much material. You need like 20 to 25 material to actually get these. So let me go ahead and craft one for you guys, and yeah, we'll go ahead and check out how much they actually sell for. Right, check this out, guys. This synth, which is basically a great axe, is going to sell for 1,300, which is extremely good. You can make like 10 of these pretty easily. Once again, they only require like 20 to 25 ore, and that's it. So that's honestly the best method to make money. As a late game player though, I'd recommend just farming a bunch of essences. You get essences by basically killing a bunch of things right up there. So yeah, essence farming is a very good way of making money, but only if you guys actually kill the more hard to kill mobs. And also, essence farming is for late game players, but for early game players, I highly recommend just using the forging method I showed right there. One more quick little tip is to go inside of your index and actually claim everything from your index. Currently, I don't think I have anything to claim, but claiming this gives you a lot of XP really quickly. So yeah, simply go ahead and click on whatever this is, and you can actually claim it, and that's going to give you guys a bunch of XP and a bunch of money really quickly. Just a quick and simple tip. Anyways, next up, let's go ahead and talk about runes. You probably have a bunch of runes if you have been playing this game for a while, but not a lot of people know that even if a rune looks the same, like these two, their abilities can actually be different. So check this out, guys. This blast chip, this is going to be its ability. You guys can pause and read it, and this blast chip has a completely different ability. Well, not completely different, but yeah, it has higher stats and whatnot, so yeah, it can be different. So make sure you actually read before you apply it to your pickaxe or weapon. And yeah, this applies to every single rune in the game, just like this minor rune. Check that out, guys. So yeah, this one has 15%, whereas this one has a 9% extra damage. Also, I only recommend putting runes on a pickaxe that you're actually gonna have for a long time. So only put runes on pickaxes once you are endgame. Do not put runes on every single pickaxe you get. It's just a waste. You're gonna waste the runes. You're gonna waste a lot of money putting them on. So only and only put your runes on the best pickaxe in the game, which currently is the arcane pickaxe. And since we are at the rune section, do not forget to enhance. This is honestly such a easy way to upgrade your weapon. Now, to enhance, you are gonna need a bunch of essences. Do keep that in mind. But as you guys can see, enhancing is so cheap, especially if you guys have armor like mine, which is, just trash. But yeah, enhancing is a really easy and quick way to actually upgrade your armor or your weapons or anything else. So make sure you guys actually do it. It is really easy to do. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to a tip for the advanced players, because this is going to be forging. And not just any forging, but forging with specific materials. It is very complicated, but thanks to this person right here, shout out to them, by the way, they made this entire spreadsheet. I do not own it, but they went ahead and put every single recipe that you can use to get different types of weapons. Do go ahead and check this recipe book out, or this recipe sheet, whatever you want to call it. They also have a tier list here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, they have links to a lot of tutorials. So guys, I'm gonna link this spreadsheet in the description down below so definitely go ahead and check it out. This is really, really well done. And once again, shout out to this person. I do not own this by any means. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about mining a little bit. I mean, this game is very, very heavily focused on mining, and I feel like I haven't even talked about it even a bit. Now, the best spot to mine is just everywhere. You want to keep on moving, and that's how you can actually get the most ores. If you keep moving, you want to keep on moving out throughout the entire cave and hitting the biggest veins that you can find. But if you're purely trying to AFK inside of this game, then I recommend going over to this side of the cave and then heading right here. I mean, most of you probably already know this spot, but as you guys can see, there is always someone AFKing here. But you simply want to go ahead, stand right over here and just mine these two veins. And yeah, these give a bunch of really, really good rewards, guys. So this is honestly the best way to AFK in the game right now. Do keep in mind that people can sabotage you. If, for example, I like lure this skeleton over here, he is going to go ahead and kill that guy. So yeah, someone can sabotage you if they really want to, but that is the best spot to AFK in the game right now. If you guys don't have a good enough pickaxe, by the way, just behind this place, behind this wall, let me actually show you guys where this is. So check this out. That is where the previous spot was, and if you come through this spot and go right over here, as you guys can see, there is another spot that you can actually go ahead and mine things. Now, do keep in mind this spot does have basalt vein just sometimes. If you guys don't have a strong enough pickaxe to mine basalt vein, you might be a little bit screwed. But yeah, nonetheless, it is a pretty decent spot to actually mine inside of the game, or I should say AFK mine, because mining should be everywhere. Once again, you want to keep on moving as much as you can to get the most ores that you can. Oh, by the way, since we are talking about that, use potions. I mean, I always forget to use potions. Guys, potions are extremely cheap to obtain. Like, check this out, guys. If we go back to spawn right now and check out the prices of potions, a luck potion is literally only 350, and that's honestly all you need. I'd say go for a luck potion, go for a miner potion, and that's pretty much it. That's all you need. I don't think you need anything else besides that. And yeah, they are fairly cheap to buy if you think about it. Moving on though, this is completely unrelated. Armor. I don't think I've talked about armor at all, so let's actually go ahead and cover it. When you guys are a beginner, you want to stay away from armor. When you guys are a mid-game player, I'd say dip your toes into armor, but don't go too crazy. Don't try and follow any recipes. Just get whatever armor you can get. Make sure it does a good enough job at protecting you and whatnot, but that's it. Don't worry about armor too much. But when you guys are a late game player, that's when I recommend you guys to actually start crafting proper armor. Any armor you craft, by the way, be it mid-game or end-game, you want to make sure that you are crafting heavy armor. Ignore every other armor in the game, guys. It is all garbage, and heavy armor is honestly not that hard to craft. It just requires you to have a bunch of ores, and that is pretty much it. As you guys can see, about 20 to 30 armor, or sorry, 20 to 30 ore can give you guys the heavy helmet, and if you keep going, you're gonna get to the leggings, and then finally the chestplate. It's not that hard to do, guys. So my tip is to you guys, always and always craft heavy armor. Ignore everything else. If you can't afford to craft heavy armor, you can't afford to have armor. Don't waste your materials on any other armor piece. Just go straight to heavy. It's the best. Anyways, you guys might have probably noticed earlier that I showed you guys the best pickaxe in the game. And as you guys can see, it shows that the best pickaxe is the demonic pickaxe with 3 rune slots. But how do you actually get the demonic pickaxe? Well, it's actually not supposed to be obtainable in the game currently. So once again, if you guys go ahead and make your way over to the cave right here, you want to go underneath the danger slot right here. And now, guys, you want to go ahead and take a right, same as the AFK spot. In fact, you're going exactly to that spot, and you want to go ahead and mine these 2 rocks. I'll tell you guys why, but just go ahead and do this real quick. All right, once you guys go ahead and mine it just a little bit, you will be able to dash through. But now, once you guys have dashed through, you want to go ahead and follow exactly where I'm going. So you want to go this way and try and avoid these mobs here, because they will one-shot you. They are very strong. But as you guys can see, right here is a door, and behind this door, I don't know if you guys can see that right there, that is where you can actually buy the demonic pickaxe. Now, there is a glitch in the game, especially with the demon race, where you can just dash through this. But currently, guys, there is no real way to actually open up this door. So yes, the demonic pickaxe is in the game, but it is not supposed to be obtainable. Some people have obtained it, but you're not supposed to get it just yet. But yeah, this is the best pickaxe in the game, according to some, but most people still think that the arcade pickaxe is the best. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now that you guys know what the best pickaxe in the game is, let's actually go ahead and move on to the best weapons. So as you guys know, there is different weapon classes inside of the forge. The best weapon class to make money, as I mentioned before, before, is going to be the Great Axe. But what is the best weapon to actually PvE with? According to most, the best weapons are going to be the Katana and the Gauntlet because they have more DPS than all of the others. DPS basically means how many times you can swing, just like this. So the faster you can swing with the sword or the Gauntlet, the better it is. And obviously something like the Great Axe has a horrible DPS if you've ever tried using it. But yeah, the tip is that the best weapons in the game right now are a Katana or a Gauntlet. Obviously the materials you use and how much damage they do also matter, but the best classes are going to be the Katana and the Gauntlet. Once again, inside of the spreadsheet that I showed you guys earlier, they have a complete recipe to make a Gauntlet and a Katana, as you guys can see right here. So yeah, enjoy. Once again, link is going to be in the description. Okay, this next one is actually going to be like the simplest thing to do. That's going to make your life a whole lot easier. But 90% of players don't even notice this being a thing. If you go into your inventory right here, go over to achievements, you can actually go ahead and equip a skill. What this basically does is, as you guys can see, the Weaponsmith gives me the attack speed skill. The Monster Slayer gives me the stamina boost skill, and this basically increases my stamina by 24%. And this goes for the upgrade master skill that I mentioned earlier too. You guys get a high chance to get a critical chance boost, which yeah, I mean, go ahead and equip a skill, guys. I didn't even do this until I hit like level 40, so yeah, make sure you guys actually go ahead and equip one if you have not done so already. But anyways, guys, those are some tips and tricks for you guys inside of the Forge. If you guys want to see even more videos on the Forge, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. And hey, if you want to be part of the 400k OGs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.